Marvel is apologizing to Rachel McAdams for accidentally misinforming her about her role in the upcoming Doctor Strange sequel, Multiverse of Madness. As it turns out, her character from the first film would only appear in a flashback scene. She wasn't made aware of this. An uncomfortable situation for both parties for sure, but it won't be the only focus of today's video, as we will also be covering some of the latest Marvel-related news as well. So, without further ado, let's dive right in. A Marvel Us mistake. In her interview with IndieWire, Rachel McAdams, the actress who played Christine Palmer, explained how Marvel Studios misled her about the role she was playing in Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness. McAdams explained that despite being told that she would be playing 3 different versions of Christine, she only ended up playing 2 variants. The actress was also apparently promised that she would be performing as a completely different person with a different life experience this time around. Unlike her MCU debut, however, McAdams got the chance to take part in the action this time, something that she seemed to enjoy thoroughly, explaining how satisfying it was to participate in that way. There's no way to tell where this 3rd version of Christine would have placed in all the madness. She could have possibly come from either the Defenders or Sinister Strange's universe. But to be more realistic, she was probably from a universe that just didn't end up making the final cut. An American Chavez standalone show. The Multiverse of Madness introduced a brand new superhero, Xochitl Gomez's America Chavez, into the MCU. The young hero is an important character in the sequel because of her power to travel across the multiverse by opening up portals between different universes. Despite being an integral part of the film, the character's future is still unknown. The last time we saw her, she was learning the mystical arts alongside the rest of the surviving students in Kamar Taj. The movie established that Chavez is the only version of herself across the entire multiverse. Screenwriter Michael Waldron has previously teased that her character is very significant in the MCU and that her role would be touched upon more as they continue to explore her story. One of the unresolved plot points of the film revolves around Chavez's 2 mothers, who vanished into a different universe after she accidentally opened up a portal. Head writer Michael Waldron stated that this was a mystery to be solved in the future. Could this mean that we may get to see America Chavez in action soon? A series exploring her future or previous adventures with Zombie Strange would be a welcome addition to the MCU roster. However, only time and Marvel Studios can tell. A potential love interest? The first of the 2 end credit scenes from Multiverse of Madness introduces one of Hollywood's biggest stars to the MCU. After dodging rumors for years, Oscar-winning actress Charlize Theron has finally made her Marvel debut as the sorceress Clea. Those of you who are familiar with Clea from the comics will know that she plays a pretty important role in Doctor Strange's life as his love interest and eventual wife. So how does Clea's post-credits inclusion set up the story of Doctor Strange 3? Michael Waldron, the writer for both Loki and Doctor Strange, hinted at Clea's future during an interview on Deadline's Hero Nation podcast, stating that introducing the character was completely intentional. He went on to explain how the sorceress is linked to Doctor Strange's previous enemy, the world-consuming Dormammu. Following Clea into the dark dimension might mean that Strange is finally open to the idea of love, so we can probably expect the 3rd movie to focus on the couple's classic comic romance. Who is the next big villain? Throughout the first 11 years of the MCU, over a span of 23 movies known as the Infinity Saga, there was no villain who had a bigger presence than Josh Brolin's intergalactic warlord, Thanos. Making appearances in only 5 of those movies, the Mad Titan quickly became the antagonist of all antagonists, as he unleashed hell upon every other world in the universe. He is also the only villain who has managed to overpower and defeat the Avengers on 2 separate occasions. Had it not been for Tony Stark's sacrifice, this baddie would have easily dominated the entire universe in his iron grip. The big question now is who will be taking over the spot of MCU's big villain, now that Thanos has bit the dust. To answer this question, one of the MCU's top screenwriters has shared his opinion on what fans should expect to see facing off against the heroes in the coming years. Whether it be the return of Dormammu, Kang the Conqueror, or somebody else when the next Avengers film eventually comes to theaters, Thanos may be just one of the major villains the Avengers will face as the MCU continues to grow bigger. The Fantastic Four reboot. Following Disney's purchase of 20th Century Fox, there is no property that has more hype attached to it than the upcoming Fantastic Four reboot. Now that the MCU can finally bring Marvel's first family into the fold alongside Earth's mightiest heroes, the possibilities are literally endless. As it currently stands, Fantastic Four remains one of Marvel Studios' most mysterious projects for the near future. We only know that it has been confirmed for development. According to rumors, filming has been set for sometime in 2023, which means the movie won't be released in theaters until at least 2024. Anything that comes after that depends entirely upon what Marvel Studios has planned. Head writer Jeremy Slater has also revealed that fellow producers Grant Curtis and Nick Pepin will be serving as the producers on Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four reboot. While it's unclear what exactly their contributions will be to the new film, Slater has spoken incredibly highly about his experience with them while working on Moon Knight. If the reviews from fans and critics across the board are anything to go by, then it looks like we have nothing to worry about either. It will likely be some time until more information is revealed, especially since Marvel is now in search of a new director along with its entire main cast for the film. But with Grant and Pepin now on board, things will most likely be running more smoothly. Why were Ms. Marvel's powers changed? Despite making her first appearance in 2013, Kamala is an extremely popular character among Marvel fans, and her MCU debut is an exciting aspect for a lot of them. However, the first trailer for the Ms. Marvel show reveals that they have changed the character's powers, which many believe is due to the current absence of the Inhumans from the MCU. The source of her abilities seems to be from a pair of cosmically energized bracelets, rather than her own genes. The resulting changes have been met with some very strong resistance from prospective viewers. During an interview with EW, producer Sana Amanat acknowledged fan concerns over the power differences, but still stands by them regardless, saying that both she and the writer of the original comic are on board with the changes. The shift is apparently necessary in order to accommodate the larger storylines planned for Kamala's character. Still, Amanat insisted that the spirit of her original abilities has remained in this adaptation. But while fans will surely be glad to see her become a major character in the MCU, changing her powers might mean the Kamala they know and love isn't actually on the screen. The return of John Krasinski. Krasinski's time in the MCU was short-lived, as his portrayal of Reed Richards was killed by the Scarlet Witch in the sequel. Still, fans hope that the actor would be returning in a future MCU project. While fans wonder if Krasinski will return to play Reed Richards in the MCU's Fantastic Four reboot, Waldron dodged the question by stating that it was a question for somebody else. In a separate interview with Gizmodo, when asked how the Illuminati members would play into the MCU's future, Waldron said that there were definitely ramifications and teased that fans will eventually find them out. Although he worked closely with John Krasinski to bring Reed Richards to life, it's safe to assume that the scribe has no idea of what's next for the actor. However, Krasinski has stated that he would be interested in playing the part. One thing's for sure, we can't wait to see him in action again. Christian Bale's new look. Thor: Love and Thunder will bring back the self-labeled strongest Avenger for another adventure, but it seems that a dangerous bout is in store for the Asgardian due to Christian Bale's Gore the God Butcherer. The villain has yet to show up in any official footage, but leaked concept art of the character was teased in an updated live-action look. While we know that Gore will face off against Thor and his allies, it's still unknown how powerful the villain will be. During the latest episode of the John Campea show, Campea and several other hosts shared details about Bale's upcoming MCU debut and described his appearance as straight-up freaky, saying that it was a thing straight out of nightmares. While the exact plot details are still a mystery, it's safe to say that the film will feature a formidable villain that may serve as Thor's biggest challenge yet. That's a wrap for this video. Which upcoming Marvel movie are you the most excited to know more about? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.